curb at Mill Road. Yeah, out for a ride. I'm supposed to be going out with another friend I've known from work, but everything about today so far is kind of like all got cocked up. I'm supposed to have had a teleconference this morning with a classmate. I'm supposed to have had a ride this morning with an old co-worker. And everybody else's schedules have gotten mixed up, so I'm the one that and I understand they have their own lives and stuff, so I'm not overly fussed, but it was not the day that I was expecting it to be, and hence, tomorrow gets bungled up as well. Yeah, I don't know, I just, it was a day where I thought I was going to be able to, have a little bit of enjoyment and social interaction, and, even if it's on different motorcycles or somebody from across the other side of the country, or in the middle of the country, I was still kind of hoping that I was going to have some kind of social interaction with people, and obviously that has not happened. So again, I have no idea where I am. Oh, I'm on Bank Street. Oh, in Greeley. So, when you're, I guess you can say, dealing with some of the stuff that you deal with when, nice old barn, you deal with when you're a person with a special journey, trans woman. You have to, find your way, and one of those, I have to say, is something that my partner, okay, as long as that's my hair, okay, that's good. In the corner of my eye, I thought I had a fucking spider. crawling in my helmet, but it's something that I still have to learn, and that's learning to be comfortable by myself. I've yet to get there. But I guess going out and finding a little bit of enjoyment riding is a method of being comfortable being alone. So here I am. I was already out and ready. Drove around for a little bit, not really knowing where I was going. Not really expecting where I was ending up, but you know what? It is what it is. I'm here. This place used to be really different, you look there and you see like old gas stations which are now something else. I remember going to this place over here, Travelmore Trailer Sales, when we lived in Kingston and whatnot. Come over here and look for campers and dream. Actually, I think we came here more when we lived in Clarence Creek for the first time, looking for campers, dreaming. It was much more rural back then. You didn't see a lot of these homes like that over there. This place as well. I think it had a different name, another camping place. But basically the same building, same location as it was 20, 30 years ago. Things that used to be farmers' fields, like you can see over there, you can see the farmhouse and barns for that matter. They got 2, 3 outbuildings, and then right beside it you have a Starbucks and a strip mall. Oh my God, Ottawa has changed. Locations around us have changed. I'm not saying I'm old, but I guess when you are 50, you've lived half a century. You've seen things. And there we go. It's one thing to see things, and this goes, I'll get into this in a second, but it's seeing and recognizing are two different things. You can see things. You can say, oh yeah, I see that. What does it mean? Are you seeing just something? Are you seeing that things have changed? Are you seeing what the implication or the, there's more to it than just saying, oh yeah, well there's houses there now. Yeah, there's houses there. But that means we have less farmland, we have less trees. We have less space in the world. So, the world's changed. But where I was going with this is one of my favorite kind of quotes from a song is the Simon and Garfunkel or Disturbed Sound of Silence. Because one of the lines is hearing without listening. And there is a huge difference between hearing and listening. I mean, you could be there like talking to somebody who's sitting outside and saying, do you hear that? Hear what? Hear the silence. Yeah, I hear the silence. If you just leave it at that, somebody just says, okay, it was silent out there. Or do you hear that? Oh yeah, I hear birds, What does it mean to hear silence? What does it mean to hear the birds? If all you do is hear, then you're not processing, you're not analyzing, you're not letting the world, the sounds, the sights, you're not letting it have an impact on you. Just me. And if you're not doing that, then you're not living. I mean, you need to live in the moment. You need to, you need to understand and feel and process where you are in the world, the impact you have. I mean, use my military past. You have a whole bunch of people sitting around in a room or a conference room waiting for the big boss to come in and talk. You have the sergeant major come in and tell everybody quiet or attention or room or whatever he wants to use. What most people hear is just a big loud guy, distracting, just disturbing everybody. And the reality is it's true. I mean, the reaction, he's getting the reaction he wants. He wants people to hear him. Not really anything else other than hear me and stop what you're doing because I'm the most important person. You need to follow my direction. That's it. But the thing is if you actually listen to either what he says or when he says it or, the context of what it's being done in, you understand that, this person has power, this person has authority, this person has influence. And if you actually hear, if you actually see what's going on around, you come to the realization that, this person actually has influence. They have influenced the room. They have silenced the room. People stopped moving. I guess where I'm going with this is that too many people are in their own little world. They just hear or they see. They don't listen and they don't look. They don't see or they don't process the information. Like, what does this mean? I'm not trying to be negative about the two people that I was supposed to be doing stuff with today. But, when you've they've made an impact on me by changing their schedule. The classmate says, I've been called into work, and it's like, but you had this with me because you were on your day off. And then it's like, she says, yeah, well, I wouldn't really be going in if it wasn't for the fact that the one person left, working is actually a good friend of mine. And you know what? I listened to that. I heard what she said. I processed it. And what it means is that, there's a meaning to it. I am not high priority, even though we had an agreement. I organized part of my day around it. What I know is that me and my schoolwork and my classmate relationship with this person is not important enough for her to follow through. So it means that I have to wait another day to talk with her. And am I big enough and strong enough to say, yeah, it's not going to affect me? That I don't want to let it affect me. Just like the ride this morning, it was ride. It's like, here I am again. I understand he had other things he was doing, but you know, he never said anything about looking and dealing with windows. It's like, okay, fine. I'll wait. You know, he asked me, and I told him right up front I had school thing going on. I told him that was straightforward and really easy. He says, okay, I'll be here around this time. Well, you see, he has multiple options. Saying, well, I have to go and go home and, you know, be back in time for this class, and I'd be rushing. It's like, okay, well, you said to yourself that you're promising yourself a ride for the weekend. You also made a promise to me. You made an agreement that you were going to fit me in. Well, you know, you made yourself and me a promise. That's like two entities that are affected by not going for the ride today. So how about, you know, you say, fine, I'm not going to go to my yoga class, but I'm going to go out for a ride with Kat. Once again, I'm seeing it, and I'm looking, I'm hearing, and I'm listening. And that's the difference. I am. I'm processing things. I'm seeing and acknowledging and recognizing where my place is in society, where my place is in the world, and where I stack up against everybody else and their priorities and their needs. And you know what? It's not friggin' easy, because I'm recognizing that I don't matter. Goes back to, I have to start looking after myself. Feeling comfortable being comfortable in my own skin. That in the past, and then you find yourself alone. And again, alone is such a inexact phrase. What does alone mean? You know, I've been lonely with people all around me. Oh, I was supposed to go and yeah. Anyways, it's people get used to things as time goes by. I mean, I'm just saying you get used to things, and I still haven't got used to the whole being alone. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm just not used to it, and I'll get there at one point. Compusonic. So, anyways, I'll get there at one point in my life and sort out my feelings, figure out where I sit. Figure out where my place is. Oh well. I know. I'm very talkative. Don't have a lot to say. You know what? I don't think this is any different for other people in the world. You know, a lot of them probably have the same struggles with loneliness and understanding their place in the world and how other people treat them. And, you know, these two people, you know, referring to the relating to my activities for the day, you know, there is absolutely no malintent, you know, and that's, you know, I'm literally just saying, I mean, they both came and asked me, are you okay? If we postpone this, you know, I'm being called in for work. Whatever my task I was doing is taking a lot longer, and I won't be able to, you know, meet the same timings as we were talking about. So can we do it again later? I mean, there are people out there whose actions they don't get. They just don't understand, you know, and we're talking people who are, you know, bigots, and they're biased, and they discriminate, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the stuff they do unconsciously, because they don't assess, they don't evaluate where their place is in the world and their effect on it. And I mean, that becomes a problem. So, I don't know, and that's the difference between why somebody like me, who's, you know, a woman with a transgender experience, you know, I had a different journey in my life, and people see, you know, they see me. Some of them look, decide to treat me differently. This is the difference between every other person, you know, people that are cisgender, you know, everything aligns, everything's good, and somebody with my experience, because on top of all the other issues that you can have between, you know, just societal issues and, you know, safety issues and friendship issues and dating issues, you know, I also have to deal with the fact that, you know, people actually they have issues with who I am or what I am. So people will actually ignore, you know, they'll dismiss any possibility of friendship or compassion or companionship or intimacy or any of that stuff, simply because of the path that I've taken on my journey. Well, I don't want to have anything to do with you. You're trans. That's a problem for me. That's why it's so much more difficult, because when it comes around to even considering trying to seek out new friends, so again, I just don't know what to do in life when you can even be scared of opening up and trying to be friends with people. Even just like, just saying hi as I am, just being me, just the person you see saying hi. There's, and maybe I'm not giving credit to people out there, but you get fearful of judgment just by opening your mouth. Why? In my case, my voice.